We get asked quite a lot of questions around depreciation and how it works. In this video, we're going to be discussing depreciation and the things you need to bear in mind to make sure you're doing it correctly. The video is going to be centered around small business entities. What is a small business entity? Well, a small business entity is an entity with a turnover less than 10 million. Please be mindful that this 10 million test is on an aggregated basis, which means you need to add up the turnover of other entities that are deemed to be connected with you. We can look at the definition of connected entities in another video, but it's beyond the scope of this particular video. If you're a small business entity below those thresholds, then you can buy an asset that's below 20,000 and immediately depreciate, write that asset off for the 2025 financial year. The question then becomes, what about an asset that's worth more than 20,000? Where an asset is worth more than that figure, you need to put it in something called a small business pool. The way the small business pool works is that no matter when you bought the asset within the given year, it is depreciated at 15%. So if you bought it in 1st July 2024 or 30 June 2025, it will still be depreciated at 15% for that entire year. For the following years, the asset continues to depreciate at a rate of 30% until it's completely exhausted, completely depreciated. Of course, the question that's going to be asked next is, what happens with a motor vehicle? The motor vehicle is subject to what they call a motor vehicle cost limit. The cost limit for 2025 is 69,674,000. This amount excludes GST, which means you would have removed GST from the purchase price. And if after removing the GST, the value is 69,674, you can continue to depreciate that figure. Of course, if the amount is above that, then the figure that is above that is quarantined and it's not deductible. The really negative aspect of the motor vehicle cost limit is when you come to sell the car, despite the threshold, you're going to be taxed on it and you're going to be paying GST of 1/11th subject to the business usage percentage. Oh, by the way, on the business usage percentage, you can only claim the work-related percentage or the business usage percentage. So again, it's not the full threshold that you can claim. This also applies whether you've purchased a laptop, a fridge, or any other asset that you are using for work. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, following, hitting the like button so you are informed of future videos as they come out. You can save this video so you can refer to it later on. You can also share it with your colleagues or your people in your network who are business owners or need to know this information.